this all come about? I know that you guys starred in a movie together before, but this one with Tom, writing and directing and producing.
I have a question for her. No offense. Not that we don't need you
right
here.
Ahead.
We do, Nancy.
Well, you know that
You're
I got
very key to this interview process.
Well, thank you.
But if we hadn't worked together in Charlie Wilson's War, would you have done this movie with me?
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah, about that.
Is a good question.
Because I've said no. I've said I doubt it. Because I'm going to call you up out of nowhere. Hi, we've met a couple of times. We did. I saw you at this Celebrity Mule
I
Train
disagree
event.
with saying no.
I don't know. Really? Would you? Well, because
I mean, it's an impossible question to answer.
Well,
Thank you for asking me a question on television that is impossible.
Well, then I'll answer it for you. I say no. She wouldn't have done it.
I say you are wrong.
All right. Okay.
Really?
Very good. I stand corrected.
Because
Why would he be wrong?
Because I would have even more desire to get with you.
I'm crazy nuts about that idea.
So you actually wrote this with Julia in mind, correct?
A long time, 6 years, with myself and Nia Vardalos, who wrote My Big Fat Greek Wedding. We talked about it, started talking about it a long time ago, and at the very first time I said, what if I'm a guy, I have to go back to school, and my teacher is, say...
Julia
Roberts. What would happen? That was the original thing. So, and then that was before we even worked together.
Is this like a boyhood dream kind of thing?
I think it's the dream of everybody who goes to school, young lady.
Right. Let's talk about that little kissing scene. Okay, the big kissing scene. You actually had a tough time getting through it.
I can't believe I didn't break his back, really. That is a...
Well, it took me by surprise, young lady. Let me tell you that right now. It's interesting when your center of gravity has just disappeared on you and you're falling forward and or backward at the same time. But this is the kind of thing, okay, we know what the pages are, we know the day is, and we show up guess what we're doing today?
Making out.
That's right. You got enough Tic Tacs? I got Altoids. Let's not mix and match. And you got to get it done. There's nothing you can do. And the first time you do it, you're ridiculously embarrassed, and then you kind of get it. Well, that's not a terrible way to spend, well, it's not for me anyway.
Julia's
it's not a bad way to spend 45 seconds.
Well, because
she's actually turning a little red.
I am the drunken aggressor. So for me, it was...
Who wrote that?
You got any Father's Day plans? What are you going to do for Father's Day?
Hey, I'm the dad. I don't make no plans.
That's right.
Oh, here it is. Be worshipped. That's my plan. Be worshipped on Sunday.
And my plan is to worship.
There you go.
I love it.